Sam Altman once said something blunt but revealing. No matter how successful you are, the haters will never go away. I'm Wendy, a performance coach for ambitious professionals navigating pressure, politics, and high-stakes decisions. This is The Calm Edge, where we think clearly, act deliberately, and remain composed when it matters most. And if you're looking for direct, strategic guidance tailored to your situation, you'll find it inside the Wendy Performance Coach app on the App Store. Today I want to unpack that line from Sam Altman, because inside that simple sentence is a reality many professionals eventually discover. Success doesn't buy universal approval. In fact, success often increases exposure to judgment. As visibility grows, attention grows. And when attention grows, opinions multiply, both supportive and critical. People begin evaluating not only your work, but your motives, competence, and even your place in the room. Sometimes that attention arrives as helpful feedback, but sometimes it shows up as skepticism, gossip, passive resistance, or quiet undermining. The key skill is discernment. Not all criticism is hate. Healthy environments require dissent and accountability, but professionals must learn to separate useful feedback from negativity driven by insecurity. If feedback is specific and actionable, use it. If it's vague, ask for examples. If it's rooted in someone else's discomfort, recognize it without absorbing it. Many people grow up believing there is a formula. Work hard, be reliable, deliver results, and eventually everyone will respect you. Often they will. But being respected by everyone is not part of the deal. If you quietly require universal approval for your progress, you've created a trap, because your growth becomes limited by the most insecure person in the room. This becomes especially visible around promotions. When someone advances, colleagues sometimes reinterpret that success through their own insecurities. Instead of celebrating it, they may rationalize it, calling the person lucky, political, or favored by leadership. Often this reaction isn't even conscious. People protect their sense of position without realizing it. So what should you do? The immature response is to obsess over it or retaliate. The mature response is steadiness. Stay focused on the work, continue performing, maintain professionalism. Over time, consistency becomes evidence, because when someone is determined to dislike you, explanations rarely change their mind. Your real leverage is composure. The same pattern appears when you show initiative. Suggesting improvements or new ideas can trigger resistance because change challenges comfort and status. Visibility creates friction. If you stay quiet, you may remain widely liked. But the moment you step forward, proposing solutions or taking ownership, reactions appear. Some people will be inspired. Others will feel threatened. The goal isn't eliminating those reactions. The goal is not letting threatened people determine your trajectory. This also applies to performance feedback. In modern workplaces, feedback can blend insight with perception and politics. A useful filter is simple. Is the feedback specific, behavioral, and actionable? If multiple credible sources raise the same point, it's likely signal. If it's vague or isolated, it may simply be noise. Emotional maturity means choosing a strategic response rather than reacting emotionally, because your focus is your most valuable asset. When you spend your energy replaying dismissive comments or decoding office gossip, you're paying for someone else's insecurity with your attention. High performers also trigger comparison. Workplaces operate with limited recognition, promotions, and influence. When you perform well, some people respond with curiosity and learning. Others respond with resentment. The balance is humility without shrinking. Do excellent work, share credit, help others succeed. But don't diminish your competence to make others comfortable. Talented professionals sometimes disappear this way, softening their voice, withholding ideas, avoiding recognition. Yet meaningful progress requires visibility, and visibility requires resilience. At the same time, confidence must remain grounded. Success carried with arrogance invites backlash. Success carried with generosity builds influence. The practices that help are simple but powerful. Define success by outcomes and values rather than approval. Build a feedback filter to separate signal from noise. Maintain visible consistency in professionalism and reliability. Refuse to shrink your competence to manage someone else's comfort. And protect your mental boundaries. Not every opinion deserves space in your mind. This has been The Calm Edge. When pressure rises, composure is a decision. For deeper, situation-specific guidance, the Wendy Performance Coach app is available on the App Store. Until next time, stay steady.